Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Shivasdi Gaur Bhakta Vrindare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivastava Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Ram Ram Dida Krishna 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 Ram Ram Dida Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Dida Krishna 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 Ram Ram Dida Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Dida Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Dida Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Dida Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasti Gaur Bhakt Vrinda Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Swasi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasti Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasati Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. What are we doing? Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
हमारे साथ दंडवत प्रणाम है। तो आज हमारे साथ एक बहुत ही विशेष स्पीकर है, क्योंकि आज मैराथन की वैसा आखिर दिन है, जो कि नवंबर 15 से जो चालू हुआ है, जनवरी 15 तक जो चलने वाली, तो मैराथन की जो आखिर दिन है। सो इस आखिर दिन पे बहुत ही विशेष स्पीकर को आमंत्रण किया गया है, जो कि His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada जी का शिष्य है, भृगुपति प्रभु. So we would like to welcome His Grace Bhrugupati Prabhu, who is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhuji has come to Krishna consciousness in 1973 when he received a book, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya at the subway station. And later on, he was so impressed with the book that he went through the book in just one day. And later on, he went out to buy the next set of Srimad Bhagavatam. And with this, he came to Krishna consciousness. And for the past 50 years, Prabhuji has been consistently distributing books without any break till today. And Prabhuji has personally trained many veteran book distributors throughout the world. And Prabhuji offers training in book distribution, and he has personally trained many book distributors, and he has personally distributed at least 20 lakh books for the past 50 years. Even till date, Prabhuji and his wife, they go travel around USA and they distribute books. And it's really a great honor for all of us to have Prabhuji here to guide us and to inspire us to distribute books throughout the year. And Prabhuji currently he is serving as a Sankirtan leader at Los Angeles. And one more thing I would like to share is that in 2005, in Gaur Purnima festival, Prabhuji was awarded Global Excellence Award for book distribution. And such an eminent personality is with us today. It's really a great honor to have him here. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for accepting our invitation and coming down to this platform to guide us and inspire us in book distribution. Please, thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasundarbhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Well, thank you for inviting me. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay.
Prabhuji, I mean, a devotee, Akinchan Bhakt Prabhu, will be translating your words. I mean.
Okay. So I'm going to start by just reading an excerpt from a letter that Prabhupada wrote to Brahmananda in 1968. Prabhupada said, regarding Krishna's being very kind upon us, should be on the principle as Arjuna followed. The principle is that Krishna was Arjuna's most intimate friend. He could have brought victory to Arjuna without any endeavor by Arjuna. Neither was that principle advised by Krishna, neither Arjuna followed it. As a military man, Arjuna fought to his best, but the victory was brought him by Krishna. Similarly, we should try our best to our best capacity, and victory will come from Krishna. We should never sit idly and ask Krishna to do everything. That is the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. It is clearly said in the Bhagavad Gita, Yudhasya cha mam anushmana. So ordinarily, we have to try our best to our best capacity to achieve something. And by Krishna's grace, all of a sudden, we shall see everything is there. This sort of help from Krishna is transcendental happiness.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Yeah.
तो प्रभु जी ने जो प्रारंभ किया वो श्रील प्रभुपाद का ये एक पत्र है जो 1968 में प्रभुपाद ने रामानंद प्रभु को लिखा था। इसमें प्रभुपाद एक सिद्धांत की बात करते हैं। इस पत्र में प्रभुपाद कहते हैं कि यद्यपि अर्जुन भगवान कृष्ण के बहुत अंतरंग मित्र थे और वे आराम से बैठ सकते थे और युद्ध ना भी करते, परंतु उन्होंने ऐसा नहीं किया। भगवान की प्रसन्नता के लिए अर्जुन ने युद्ध किया और कृष्ण की कृपा से उन्हें विजय प्राप्त हुई। तो यह बहुत महत्वपूर्ण सिद्धांत है। यदि हम कृष्ण को प्रसन्न करना चाहते हैं तो उनके लिए हमें अपना पूरा प्रयास करना चाहिए भगवान की प्रसन्नता के लिए।
Yeah, so when we go out on book distribution, it's a great opportunity because it's an opportunity to enter into a transcendental relationship with Krishna.
जब हम पुस्तक वितरण के लिए जाते हैं तो ये हमारे लिए एक बहुत विशेष अवसर होता है जब हम भगवान कृष्ण के साथ में हमारा जो दिव्य संबंध है उसको स्थापित कर सकते हैं।
It's an opportunity to experience Krishna reciprocating with us.
पुस्तक वितरण एक अवसर है जब भगवान कृष्ण के साथ हम आदान प्रदान कर सकते हैं.
I mean, the primary reason why we go out to distribute books is to please Srila Prabhupada, of course.
और इन सबसे ऊपर जो प्रमुख कारण है हम पुस्तक वितरण के लिए जाते हैं वो है हम श्रील प्रभुपाद को प्रसन्न करना चाहते हैं.
But I have to be honest with you, like a lot of the way I'm thinking a lot of times is I'm going out on book distribution to meet Krishna.
To meet Krishna, Prabhu.
To meet Krishna, you know, like experience Krishna.
तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि मैं आप सबको ईमानदारी पूर्वक ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैं जब पुस्तक वितरण के लिए जाता हूँ तो मेरा जो मुख्य ध्येय होता है वो है कि मैं कृष्ण से मिलना चाहता हूँ इस पुस्तक वितरण के माध्यम से.
Yeah, I'm thinking, what's Krishna going to do today? You know, what's the adventure today? What's going to happen today? What is Krishna going to arrange and make happen?
तो प्रत्येक दिन मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि आज भगवान कृष्ण मेरे लिए क्या करना चाहते हैं, भगवान का आज का क्या प्लान है.
Yeah, the activity of book distribution it's not a mundane activity. It's under the control of the internal potency of the Lord.
ये जो पुस्तक वितरण कार्यक्रम है ये कोई एक मंडेन एक्टिविटी नहीं है, ये वास्तव में भगवान की शक्ति द्वारा संपादित होती है.
Daivim prakritim ashrita. That doesn't need translating, I guess. So yeah, it's under the control of the internal potency of the Lord. And Prabhupada says in the Nectar of Devotion that Radharani is that internal potency personified.
तो ये भगवान की जो अंतरंगा शक्ति है उसके द्वारा ये कार्यक्रम जो पुस्तक वितरण कार्यक्रम है ये चलता है. और नेक्टर ऑफ डिवोशन भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु में श्रील प्रभुपाद बताते हैं कि भगवान की जो अंतरंगा शक्ति है वह स्वयं श्रीमती राधा रानी है.
So the kind of things that happen to us when we're out on book distribution, we're not experiencing material reactions. We're experiencing reciprocation from the internal potency of the Lord Radharani.
जब हम पुस्तक वितरण में जाते हैं और वहां पर जो हमारा अनुभव होता है ये हम ऐसा नहीं कह सकते कि ये इस भौतिक जगत का कोई आदान प्रदान हो रहा है, परंतु वास्तव में तो भगवान की अंतरंगा शक्ति श्रीमती राधा रानी के द्वारा ये संपन्न होता है.
So it's a great opportunity for us to advance in devotional service.
तो पुस्तक वितरण जो है ये हमारे लिए एक बहुत प्रमुख अवसर है जिसके माध्यम से हम कृष्ण भावनामृत में प्रगति कर सकते हैं.
It's also a great opportunity for us to demonstrate to our spiritual master and to Krishna how much we want the movement to spread.
तो ये एक और अवसर है पुस्तक वितरण जिसके माध्यम से हम भगवान कृष्ण को ये प्रदर्शित कर सकते हैं कि हम कितना इस कृष्ण भावनामृत का प्रचार करना चाहते हैं.
And that's significant because in the 4th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada says something very interesting about the relationship between the spreading of Krishna consciousness and the desire of the devotee to see Krishna consciousness spread.
श्रीमद् भागवतम के 4th स्कंद में श्रील प्रभुपाद इसके विषय में बताते हैं कि ये एक कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन का प्रचार किस प्रकार से हो और ये एक भक्त की इच्छा किस प्रकार होती है इस कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन का प्रचार करने का.
I'll read you a couple sentences from the Bhagavatam 4th canto, 29th chapter, 46th text in the purport.
प्रभु जी अब श्रीमद् भागवतम के 4th स्कंद के 29वें अध्याय के 46वें श्लोक में जो श्रील प्रभुपाद ने तात्पर्य दिया है वहां से कुछ वाक्य हमारे लिए पढ़ेंगे प्रभुपाद की वाणी.
Okay. A pure devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
भगवान के जो शुद्ध भक्त हैं,
is always thinking of how fallen, conditioned souls can be delivered.
भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त सदैव ये चिंतन करते हैं कि किस प्रकार इस जगत के जो बद्ध जीव है उनका उद्धार किया जाए.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead,
परम भगवान
influenced by the merciful devotees' attempt to deliver the fallen souls.
परम भगवान स्वयं भी जो भगवान के ऐसे शुद्ध भक्त हैं जो इन बद्ध जीवों का, इन दुखी जीवों का उद्धार करना चाहते हैं, वे भगवान को भी प्रभावित करते हैं.
Enlightens the people in general from within by his causeless mercy.
By the causeless mercy of the devotees, Prabhu?
Yeah, that's it. No. Krishna's seeing the desire of the devotee, the pure devotee, to deliver the fallen conditioned souls. Krishna's response to that is he enlightens the general populace from within by his, meaning Krishna's causeless mercy.
तो जब भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त इस प्रकार से इच्छा करते हैं कि जो ऐसे बद्ध जीव है उनका कल्याण हो, तो भगवान उस शुद्ध भक्त की इच्छा पूरी करने के लिए भीतर से भगवान उन्हें वो प्रेरणा देते हैं उन बद्ध जीवों को, जिससे वो कृष्ण भावनामृत को स्वीकार करे और भक्ति के मार्ग पर चल सकें.
So there's a relationship, and Srila Prabhupada considered this significant. Srila Prabhupada considered himself an example of this principle.
तो हम देख सकते हैं कि एक संबंध है भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त और भगवान के मध्य में, जहां एक शुद्ध भक्त इच्छा करता है और भगवान उसे पूरा कर रहे हैं. तो श्रीला प्रभुपाद स्वयं इसके एक उदाहरण है, किस प्रकार से भगवान ने प्रभुपाद की इच्छा को भी पूरा किया.
So this is an excerpt from a letter that Prabhupada wrote to what's his name? Sudama, 1972. So it goes like this. Prabhupada says, when I was alone in your New York.
तो ये एक पत्र है जो श्रीला प्रभुपाद ने 1972 में सुदामा प्रभु को लिखा था. इसमें प्रभुपाद लिखते हैं कि जब मैं आपके न्यूयॉर्क शहर में अकेला था,
I was thinking, who will listen to me in this horrible sinful place?
तब मैं ये सोचता था कि इस अत्यंत भयावह स्थान में कौन मेरे द्वारा कही गई बात को सुनेगा.
All right, I shall stay a little longer.
ठीक है, मुझे कुछ दिन और यहाँ रहना चाहिए.
So this is how Prabhupada's thinking. Okay, he's revealing to this devotee in this letter how he's thinking. Okay.
तो इस पत्र में श्रीला प्रभुपाद अपने इस शिष्य को बता रहे हैं कि किस प्रकार से श्रीला प्रभुपाद सोच रहे थे उस समय.
Okay, so Prabhupada goes on to say,
आगे श्रीला प्रभुपाद कहते हैं,
at least I can distribute a few of my books. That is something.
तो कम से कम मैं एक कार्य कर सकता हूं कि मैं यहाँ पर मेरी कुछ पुस्तकों का वितरण कर सकता हूं.
Okay, so that's Prabhupada's revealing how he was thinking. Now he's going to tell us what happened. Okay.
तो अभी तक श्रील प्रभुपाद ने बताया कि किस प्रकार वे सोचते हैं. अब प्रभुपाद बता रहे हैं कि किस प्रकार से उन्होंने ये किया.
Okay, so Prabhupada goes on to say,
आगे श्रील प्रभुपाद कहते हैं,
but Krishna was all along preparing something I could not see.
I'm sorry, Prabhu, can you please repeat that?
Sure, but Krishna was all along preparing something I could not see.
परंतु भगवान कृष्ण अकेले कुछ ऐसा प्रदर्शित कर रहे थे जिसे मैं देख नहीं पा रहा था.
And he brought you to me one by one, sincere boys and girls.
और भगवान कृष्ण ने आपके जैसे जो सिंसियर लड़के और लड़कियां हैं, जो युवा हैं, उनको एक एक करके मेरे पास भेजते गए.
To be trained up for doing the work of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
और आपको भेजने का कारण था कि मैं आप सबको प्रशिक्षण दूं जिससे आप चैतन्य महाप्रभु का जो ये आंदोलन है इसका प्रचार कर सकें।
Now I can see that it is a miracle.
अब मैं जब देखता हूं तो मैं समझता हूं कि वास्तव में ये एक मिरेकल है।
Otherwise, your city of New York
अन्यथा आपका ये न्यूयॉर्क शहर,
one single old man
जिसमें मेरे जैसा एक बुढ़ा व्यक्ति
with only a few books to sell,
जिसके पास में केवल कुछ पुस्तकें हैं बेचने के लिए,
for barely getting his food,
जो अपने भोजन के लिए भी व्यवस्था करनी है उनको,
how can he survive?
किस प्रकार से वो यहाँ जीवित रह सकते हैं?
What to speak of introducing
तो जब यहाँ जीवित रहना ही इतना मुश्किल है, सरवाइव करना ही, तो फिर इंट्रोड्यूस करना कृष्ण भावनामृत को, इसके बारे में क्या कहा जाए?
a God conscious movement
भगवत आंदोलन,
for saving humankind.
इसके माध्यम से संपूर्ण मानवता की रक्षा हो सके।
So Prabhupada concludes by saying that is Krishna's miracle.
तो श्रील प्रभुपाद इसको संपूर्ण करते हुए कहते हैं कि वास्तव में यही भगवान कृष्ण का चमत्कार है।
So in other words, Prabhupada was so sincere about executing the instruction of his spiritual master
श्रील प्रभुपाद के गुरु महाराज का जो आदेश था उसे पूरा करने के लिए श्रील प्रभुपाद बहुत सिंसियर थे।
that Krishna had to make him successful.
तो चूंकि श्रील प्रभुपाद इतने दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ थे कि भगवान कृष्ण को उन्हें सफलता प्रदान करनी पड़ी।
Krishna was reciprocating with Prabhupada's 100% completely sincere desire.
तो श्रील प्रभुपाद की ये जो इच्छा थी इसको पूरा करने के लिए भगवान कृष्ण ने भी एक प्रकार से प्रभुपाद को सफलता देकर अपना आदान प्रदान दिखाया।
Because ordinarily the people in America, they were not qualified to take up devotional service.
तो वास्तव में देखा जाए तो अमेरिका के जो लोग हैं वो इस लायक नहीं थे कि वो कृष्ण भावनामृत को स्वीकार कर सकें।
Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita that only those who've acted piously in this life and in previous lives and whose sinful activities are completely eradicated can engage in my devotional service with firm determination.
तो भगवान कृष्ण भगवद गीता में बताते हैं कि जब कोई व्यक्ति इस जीवन में और पिछले जीवन में पवित्र जीवन बिताता है और पाप पूर्ण जो उनके कार्य है वो जब नष्ट हो जाते हैं तब वो भगवान की भक्ति के मार्ग पर आ सकता है।
So none of us here in America, at least, had that qualification.
तो हम अमेरिका में जो जन्मे थे हमारे में से कोई भी ऐसा नहीं था जो इस प्रकार से ये पात्रता रखता हो।
But despite the fact that we were all disqualified,
यद्यपि हम सभी अपात्र थे, हम इसके लिए पात्र नहीं थे,
Krishna made a concession.
भगवान कृष्ण ने हमें कुछ छूट दी।
Because he was reciprocating with Prabhupada's sincere desire.
और इस छूट का कारण ये था कि भगवान कृष्ण श्रील प्रभुपाद की जो इच्छा है उसके कारण से वो प्रभुपाद के साथ आदान प्रदान करना चाहते थे।
Srila Prabhupada actually confirmed this on one occasion.
प्रभुपाद ने इस विषय पर अपनी सहमति भी दी है एक बार।
He was on a walk with a bunch of disciples.
श्रील प्रभुपाद एक समय अपने शिष्यों के साथ में प्रातःकालीन सैर के लिए गए थे।
And one devotee quoted that verse that I just mentioned from the Bhagavad Gita.
तो उस समय जो एक शिष्य थे उन्होंने भगवत गीता से ये जो श्लोक है जो प्रभु जी ने अभी बताया इस श्लोक को पढ़ा.
And then he went on to ask Prabhupada, according to this verse, we must, he's asking Prabhupada, did we act piously in previous lives in order to come to devotional service now? Do we fit this, because we're engaged in devotional service now, do we fit the description of this verse?
तो जो वो शिष्य थे प्रभुपाद के, उन्होंने प्रभुपाद से ये प्रश्न पूछा कि प्रभुपाद इस श्लोक में ऐसा बताया गया है, तो क्या इसका अर्थ ये है कि हम लोगों ने हमारा जो पिछला जन्म है उसमें हमने बहुत पवित्र जीवन जिया है, कोई पाप पूर्ण कार्य नहीं किए हैं, जिसके परिणाम स्वरूप इस जीवन में हम भगवान की भक्ति में संलग्न हो सके हैं?
Prabhupada said no. He said, I have created your good fortune.
तब श्रील प्रभुपाद ने कहा कि नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, मैंने आप लोगों के लिए इस सौभाग्य का उदय किया है.
So the mercy of the pure devotee is very important.
तो भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त की कृपा प्राप्त करना ये बहुत आवश्यक है.
And so we have to try to follow in Prabhupada's footsteps.
तो हमें श्रील प्रभुपाद के जो दिशा निर्देश है उनका पालन करना चाहिए.
We have to try to become pure devotees ourselves, and then and also desire to see other people become devotees.
तो हम सभी को पहले स्वयं को भी शुद्ध भक्त के धरातल पर लाने का प्रयास करना चाहिए, और उसके पश्चात जो संपूर्ण जगत है इसमें भी लोगों को भक्त बनाना है, ऐसी इच्छा करनी चाहिए.
And just like Lord Chaitanya reciprocated with Prabhupada's sincere desire,
जिस प्रकार श्रील प्रभुपाद की ये जो सिंसियर इच्छा थी, इसको पूरा करने के लिए श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने प्रभुपाद के साथ में रेसिप्रोकेट किया, आदान प्रदान किया.
by enlightening the general populace from within by his causeless mercy.
और ये भगवान ने किस प्रकार आदान प्रदान किया कि जो पाश्चात्य जगत के जो जीव थे उनके हृदय में इस भक्ति को उदय करके, ये भगवान की अहेतु की कृपा थी.
He'll do the same thing for us.
और भगवान वही कार्य हमारे लिए भी कर सकते हैं.
So as I started off by saying, so this is book distribution is such an auspicious activity. It's, well, actually, hang on. When Prabhupada was he wrote a letter to his spiritual master shortly before he departed.
तो श्रील प्रभुपाद ने अपने गुरु महाराज को एक पत्र लिखा था उनके भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर के तिरोभाव से तुरंत पहले.
Prabhupada asked him in that letter, how can I serve you?
श्रील प्रभुपाद ने उस पत्र में उनसे पूछा कि मैं किस प्रकार आपकी सेवा कर सकता हूँ.
So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati told him, become a good preacher in the English language and go to the Western countries and preach.
तब श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर ने उन्हें कहा कि आप एक अच्छे प्रचारक बनो, पाश्चात्य जगत में जाओ और अंग्रेजी भाषा में प्रचार करो.
The next thing he said was something he said was very profound, but he said it in the most simple way.
तो जो अगली बात उस पत्र में उन्होंने कही वो बहुत विशेष थी, परंतु वो बहुत सिंपल तरीके से कही गई थी.
He said, it'll be good for you, it'll be good for them.
उसमें कहा कि ये आपके लिए भी अच्छा है अगर आप प्रचारक बनते हैं तो, और ये उनके लिए भी अच्छा होगा.
So in other words, engaging in preaching, but specifically in our case, book distribution, it's a win-win activity.
तो ये जब हम पुस्तक वितरण में जाते हैं, जब हम प्रचार के लिए जाते हैं, तो ये एक विन विन एक्टिविटी है, अर्थात इसमें जीत ही है, हार का कोई अर्थ नहीं है।
By engaging in book distribution, we will receive reciprocation from Krishna. And as mentioned in that letter I quoted, that's Prabhupada said that sort of happiness, that sort of help from Krishna is transcendental happiness.
तो जब हम इस प्रकार पुस्तक वितरण के लिए जाते हैं तो इससे हम प्रसन्न होते हैं, और जैसा कि प्रभुपाद ने उस पत्र में लिखा था, जो प्रभु जी ने बताया कि इस प्रकार भगवान कृष्ण की जो कृपा हमें प्राप्त होती है वो दिव्य आनंद का अनुभव कराती है।
In other words, it's the best thing we could do for ourselves.
तो हम स्वयं के लिए जो सबसे अच्छा कार्य कर सकते हैं वो यही है।
That's also stated by Lord Chaitanya in the first prayer of the Shashastakam.
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु द्वारा भी शिक्षा अष्टक के पहले श्लोक में ये बात कही गई है,
where he says that this Sankirtan is the prime benediction for humanity at large.
यहाँ पर चैतन्य महाप्रभु कहते हैं कि ये जो संकीर्तन है ये संपूर्ण मानवता के लिए सबसे बेस्ट वरदान है।
But he goes on to say, Anandam Buddhivardhanam Patipadam Pudamitasvadanam. That is it increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it at every step, and it gives us a taste of the full nectar for which we're always anxious.
आगे इसी श्लोक में महाप्रभु कहते हैं कि इस संकीर्तन के माध्यम से जो दिव्य आनंद है इसमें प्रत्येक पग पर वृद्धि होती है, और ये जो दिव्य अमृत है, जो पूर्ण अमृत है, इसका हम आस्वादन कर सकते हैं।
So it's the best thing we could do for ourselves.
तो हमें ऐसा नहीं सोचना है कि हम केवल उनके लिए ही ये कर रहे हैं, ये हमारे स्वयं के लिए भी सबसे यदि कोई अच्छा कार्य है तो वो है पुस्तक वितरण।
Yeah, and it's the best thing we could do for these people, these souls that we're coming in contact with.
तो हमारे लिए अच्छा है ही, इसके साथ ही साथ जो जीव हमारे संपर्क में आ रहे हैं इस कार्यक्रम के दौरान, उनके लिए भी ये सबसे अच्छी चीज है।
In a lecture Prabhupada gave on the Chaitanya Charitamrita in 1967, he said, oh, you can do that much.
एक समय 1967 में श्रील प्रभुपाद ने चैतन्य चरितामृत पर एक प्रवचन दिया था, उसमें श्रील प्रभुपाद कहते हैं,
many Brahma's lives have passed and still we are conditioned.
उसमें श्रील प्रभुपाद कहते हैं कि कई ब्रह्मा के जीवन जितनी लंबी समय भी निकल गया है और अभी भी हम लोग बद्ध ही है।
So in other words, souls have been kicking around in this material world for trillions of years.
तो कोई करोड़ों वर्षों से ये जो जीवात्मा है ये इस भौतिक जगत में एक तरीके से बद्ध हो चुका है।
And when they meet a devotee on book distribution and get an opportunity to get a book, that's the most auspicious thing that's happened to them in only God knows how many millions of years.
परंतु जब इस प्रकार से जो कई चिरकाल से जो जीव बद्ध है इस भौतिक जगत में, जब उसे पुस्तक वितरण करने वाले भक्त मिलते हैं तब उसके भाग्य का एक प्रकार से उदय होता है जो कई सालों से सोया पड़ा था।
Yeah, they're getting this is their golden opportunity.
ये उनके लिए एक स्वर्णिम अवसर है
to start their spiritual life.
जिसके माध्यम से वे अपना आध्यात्मिक जीवन प्रारंभ कर सकते हैं।
Okay, so now I hope that as hearing those statements, we all feel convinced that of those 2 points, that it's the best thing we could do for ourselves and it's the best thing that we could do for the conditioned souls.
तो जो प्रभु जी ने बताया उसमें से ये जो दो बातें जो बहुत प्रमुख है, वो है कि ये पुस्तक वितरण कार्यक्रम हमारे लिए सबसे अच्छा कार्य है और इस जगत के जो बद्ध जीव है उनके लिए भी सर्वश्रेष्ठ मौका है ये।
So I'd like to offer now a little bit of this is practical advice about doing book distribution. It's something that I do, which I feel has helped me be able to continue doing it for a long period of time.
तो अब प्रभु जी हमें कुछ सुझाव देंगे, वे सुझाव जो प्रभु जी ने व्यावहारिक रूप से अनुभव किए हैं पुस्तक वितरण करते हुए, जिसके माध्यम से हम भी हमारा पुस्तक वितरण के जो रुचि है उसे बढ़ा सकते हैं।
Yeah. So when you're doing book distribution, it helps to try to learn how to do book distribution in such a way that you're enjoying doing it.
तो हमें पुस्तक वितरण किस प्रकार करना है ये सीखना चाहिए, जिसके माध्यम से हम पुस्तक वितरण का आनंद उठा सकते हैं।
And there is a way to do that that's totally bona fide as far as our philosophy goes.
तो जिस प्रकार ये पुस्तक वितरण जब हम करते हैं तो इसे किस प्रकार करना चाहिए, ये पुस्तक वितरण करने का भी एक प्रामाणिक तरीका है, माध्यम है जिसके माध्यम से हम पुस्तक वितरण कर सकते हैं।
And I'll give you the Shastric reference.
प्रभु जी अब हमें कुछ शास्त्रीय प्रमाण देंगे इसके लिए।
This is a verse that appears in the Chaitanya Chandramrita by Prabodhananda Saraswati.
तो चैतन्य चंद्रामृत में प्रबोधानंद सरस्वती द्वारा लिखित ये एक श्लोक है।
He says, taking a straw between my teeth,
मैं अपने दांतों के मध्य एक तिनका दबाकर,
and falling at your feet 100 times,
और सैकड़ों बार आपके चरण कमलों में गिरकर,
I humbly submit,
मैं अत्यंत विनम्रता पूर्वक ये कहना चाहता हूँ,
oh great personality,
हे दिव्य जीवात्मा,
please give up all your mundane knowledge,
आपने जो भी ये बद्ध ज्ञान प्राप्त किया है इसे छोड़ दीजिए,
that you have learned,
जो आपने अब तक सीखा है,
and just submit yourself,
और आप स्वयं को सबमिट कीजिए
at the lotus feet
चरण कमलों में
of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु के। अर्थात हे हम बद्ध जीव से ये प्रार्थना करते हैं कि हे जीव, आपने जो सीखा है उसे भूल जाइए और स्वयं को चैतन्य महाप्रभु के चरण कमलों में समर्पित कर दीजिए।
So Prabhupada explains when he speaks about that verse, he basically said, and just flatter them like anything. That's what's being really stated. That's the purport of this statement by Prabodhananda Saraswati, that we have to flatter people.
तो प्रभुपाद इस श्लोक का जो तात्पर्य देते हैं उसमें श्रील प्रभुपाद कहते हैं कि प्रबोधानंद सरस्वती ने ये जो श्लोक दिया है इसमें वे बताते हैं कि हमें लोगों को एक प्रकार से भगवान के चरणों में लाके चित्त कर देना है उनको, कि वे वहीं पर समर्पित हो जाएं।
So I've personally experienced that it's very effective. It makes it like a night and day difference in how people respond to you.
तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि प्रभु जी ने स्वयं देखा है कि ये कितना प्रभावशाली है, लोग किस प्रकार आपके साथ में व्यवहार करते हैं पुस्तक वितरण के माध्यम से।
And we have a devotee here in North America. Perhaps you've heard of him. His name is Mahotsa Das.
तो नॉर्थ अमेरिका में यहाँ एक भक्त है जिनका नाम है महोत्सव दास।
He's a disciple of Bhakti Vikas Maharaj.
जो भक्ति विकास महाराज के शिष्य हैं।
And he has broken the world's record for the most books distributed in one day.
उन्होंने एक दिन में इतने अधिक पुस्तकों का वितरण किया कि उन्होंने ये एक वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड था उसे तोड़ दिया पुस्तक वितरण के।
Like 5 times this last year. He broke it, then he broke his own record, then he broke his own record again, then he broke his own record again, like that, 4 or 5 times.
तो 4-5 बार ऐसा हुआ कि वे स्वयं एक वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बनाते सबसे अधिक पुस्तक वितरण का, फिर उसे तोड़ते, फिर पुनः बनाते, उसे तोड़ते। 4-5 बार वे अपना ही वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड तोड़ चुके हैं। He was with us couple of days back, Prabhu.
And no exaggeration, he has done on those days, he's distributed 10 times as many books as I've ever done on my best day.
तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं, मैं बढ़ा चढ़ा कर नहीं कह रहा हूं, परंतु उन्होंने एक दिन में 10 गुना अधिक पुस्तकों का वितरण किया जो एक सामान्य भक्त करते हैं।
So when he visited here in Los Angeles, I watched him distribute, and I've seen videos of him distributing.
तो जब महोत्सव प्रभु लॉस एंजलिस आए थे, प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि मैंने उन्हें पुस्तक वितरण करते हुए देखा और मैं उनके वीडियोस देखता हूं जो किस प्रकार से वो पुस्तक वितरण करते हैं।
And he does not like anything.
और उन्हें पुस्तक वितरण के अलावा और कुछ पसंद नहीं है।
Yeah. I think if you go on YouTube and you just type in his name, you could watch some of those videos yourself.
तो अगर आप YouTube पर जाकर उनका नाम सर्च करेंगे महोत्सव प्रभु का, तो आप देखेंगे कि वो किस प्रकार पुस्तक वितरण में लगे हुए हैं, वही वीडियोस आपको दिखेंगे।
It makes a big difference. I use a lot of flattery and a lot of jokes.
Sorry, Prabhu, I missed that.
I flatter the people, and I also make jokes, joking around.
तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि वे लोगों को इस प्रकार प्रभावित भी करते हैं और उनके साथ में हंसी मजाक भी करते हैं और इस प्रकार पुस्तक वितरण बढ़ाते हैं।
And it keeps the atmosphere like light. You know, it just makes it helps you connect with the people. It helps you break the ice and establish a rapport with the people. Get on the same wavelength with them. Connect with them as human beings.
तो वे इस प्रकार पुस्तक वितरण करते हुए जो माहौल है उसे बहुत भारी नहीं बना लेते हैं, बहुत अधिक फिलॉसफी बोल के, अपितु उसको बहुत हल्का रखते हैं, लोगों के साथ में कनेक्ट करते हैं और इस प्रकार जो जिसे आइस ब्रेक करना कहते हैं, जो एक मुख्य दीवार है हमारे और उनके बीच में, उसको फिर वो तोड़ते हैं।
Yeah. And once you do that, once they're relaxed and their defenses are down, and you know they're willing to speak to you, then you could say something about the book. You know, because Prabhupada did say to distribute the book on the merit of the book. But I would recommend that you do that after you first connect with them as a human being, and they relax and they're ready to, you know, because they like what you said to them, they like the compliment you gave them. They, you know, they appreciate your joke, then they're ready to talk to you and hear what you have to say.
तो प्रभु जी एक ये बहुत अच्छा सुझाव दे रहे हैं कि हमें पुस्तक के विषय में बताने से पहले हमें एक माहौल बनाना होगा, हमें उनसे थोड़ी बातचीत करनी होगी, कुछ चुटकुले सुनाकर या उनके साथ में एक मानवता के नाते कनेक्ट करना होगा। जब हम उनके साथ इस प्रकार कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे, तब सामने वाले व्यक्ति को हम पुस्तक के विषय में बताकर फिर हम उसे पुस्तक दे सकते हैं।
That'll be much more effective.
तो ये और अधिक प्रभावशाली तरीका है पुस्तक वितरण बढ़ाने का।
And as I said, I don't know if the language would be a problem, but if you want to see a great example of that, go on YouTube and type in and see if you could watch a video or two of this Mahotsa in action. He's amazing. He's definitely super empowered by Lord Chaitanya to distribute Prabhupada's books.
तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि यदि आपको ये लगता है कि पुस्तक वितरण में भाषा जो है वो एक बाधक है हमारे लिए, हमें नहीं आती, तब भी आपको YouTube पर जाकर महोत्सव प्रभु के वीडियोस देखने चाहिए। प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने उन्हें विशेष शक्ति से संचारित किया है।
Okay, so I'll stop there because the message I got said the class goes from 5:15 to 6 o'clock, and perhaps somebody has a question or something they'd like to say.
क्योंकि हमारा समय पूरा हो चुका है इस क्लास का, तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं यहीं पर इसे विश्राम देंगे, और यदि कोई भक्त का कोई प्रश्न हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं प्रभु जी से। पुस्तक वितरण के संबंध में यदि कोई प्रश्न हो। We have one hand raised, Prabhu, from Chakadola, Prabhu.
Sure.
I'll unmute you, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your wonderful class. Please bless us. We have been doing book distribution only by seeing your videos on YouTube. And I have seen you signing the books at the airports and giving it to people. There are so many videos on YouTube. Please give your blessings. I have one doubt that we are doing book distribution here regularly, like 7 days in a week. But I heard in USA, the devotees do book distribution like 5 days or 6 days in a week. And then they get a 1 day break to just boost them up by reading the Shastras, or they take the Ekadashi break. So I have this fear that if I will take a break, then whether I will not be able to go next day because of the break. So can you please guide me which technique is better?
Prabhu,
that's a nice...
don't mind, Prabhuji, if you don't mind, may I translate this into Hindi?
Sure, yeah, translate, please.
तो प्रभु जी का प्रश्न है कि प्रभु जी 7 दिन पुस्तक वितरण करते हैं, तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि अमेरिका में ऐसा देखा जाता है कि वे भक्त 5 दिन या 6 दिन पुस्तक वितरण करते हैं, फिर वे 1 दिन का ब्रेक लेते हैं। तो प्रभु जी को लगता है कि अगर मैंने ब्रेक ले लिया तो शायद मैं अगले दिन वापस पुस्तक वितरण के लिए नहीं जा पाऊंगा, तो क्या हमें प्रतिदिन जाना चाहिए या बीच में ब्रेक लेना चाहिए, ये प्रश्न है। यस प्रभु, प्लीज।
Okay, that's a nice attitude. That's a nice devotional attitude. There is one devotee here in North America who is actually, he this year, I believe he became the all-time #1 distributor. His name is Parameshwar. And I'm told that he goes out every day. You know, that's what I've been told. I've traveled with him, and he definitely goes out a lot, but somebody who, a close associate of his, told me he actually goes out every day. He thinks that works better for him. If you really feel that works best for you and you can maintain it, that's good, but that's the concern. You want to do book distribution for, if possible, a long time. Why just, you don't want to, don't be engaged in a program that's going to where you're going to burn out. You want to do book distribution in such a way that you could do it for the rest of your life. So if you think what you need to do is go out every day in order to be able to do that, okay. But if you think you need to take a day or two off, better, do that, and better do that and distribute books for, 30, 40, 50 years than go out every day and after 5 years, you don't want to, you just forget it. You don't want to ever see a book in your, a book bag for the rest of your life. So you have to pace yourself. It's a marathon. When you're doing a marathon, you don't sprint the whole time. You got to, do it at a speed that you can maintain.
प्रभु जी ने बताया कि ये आपके ऊपर भी निर्भर करता है। जैसे नॉर्थ अमेरिका में एक प्रभु जी हैं जो परमेश्वर प्रभु नाम है उनका, वे प्रतिदिन पुस्तक वितरण के लिए जाते हैं। तो ऐसा नहीं है, ये हमें स्वयं को देखना होता है कि क्या मैं प्रतिदिन जाकर के, कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि मैं 2 साल 4 साल पुस्तक वितरण करके फिर ऐसा समय आ जाएगा कि अब मैं पुस्तक वितरण के लिए जाना ही नहीं चाहता हूं। हमें ऐसा नहीं सोचना है, हमें इस तरीके से इसे संपन्न करना है कि हम हमारे जीवन के अगले 30, 40 या 50 वर्षों तक प्रतिदिन पुस्तक वितरण कर सकें। इसके लिए हो सकता है कुछ भक्तों को 4-5 दिन के बाद में ब्रेक चाहिए, कुछ भक्त ऐसे हैं जो प्रतिदिन कुछ समय के लिए जाते हैं। तो ये इंडिविजुअल डिपेंड करता है कि वो किस प्रकार से पुस्तक वितरण करना चाहते हैं। प्रभु, वन मोर क्वेश्चन वी हैव फ्रॉम जय भद्रा माता जी। माता जी, मैं आपको अनम्यूट कर रहा हूँ।
By the way, I'm not in any rush. I'm just trying to respect what the time limits I received in the message. but I am prepared to take as many questions or comments as you all would like to make or give. So no rush on my part.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. Thank you for your inspiring words. It was a very nice class. One question I have, Prabhu. When we go to colleges to distribute Gita, the students there, they say that we don't have time to read Gita. We have so much syllabus and we don't have time. So how could we answer, Prabhu?
माता जी का, जयभद्रा माता जी का प्रश्न है कि जब हम कॉलेजों में पुस्तक वितरण के लिए जाते हैं और जब हम उन्हें गीता देते हैं, तो जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं कॉलेज के, वे कहते हैं कि हमारे पास में समय नहीं है, हमारा खुद का सिलेबस इतना बड़ा है कि हमें वही पढ़ने का टाइम नहीं है, हम गीता कब पढ़ेंगे। तो हमें क्या उनको कहना चाहिए, क्या सुझाव देना चाहिए?
Yeah, they're just making an excuse. So the way I would answer that is I'd say to the person, well, you know, once again, jokes. I'd say, well, you don't have to read it by tomorrow morning. You know, you don't have to read it cover to cover by tomorrow morning.
प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं वास्तव में तो ये एक बहाना है जो वे कर रहे हैं, परंतु हम उन्हें एक कुछ ऐसा चुटकुले के माध्यम से उन्हें बता सकते हैं। जैसे प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं, मैं जनरली जब कोई ऐसा कहते हैं तो मैं उन्हें कहता हूँ कि ऐसा थोड़ी है कि आपको ये पूरी पुस्तक एक ही रात में पढ़नी है, आपके पास बहुत समय है।
Or sometimes when somebody tells me they don't have time, I'll ask them, I'll look at them, I'll say, okay, well, how old are you? And they'll say, oh, I'm 20. And then I say, well, you know, you look healthy. I think you got at least another 50 years. That's enough time. And as I make a joke out of it, because it's like they're just making an excuse. So you just got to keep it light and friendly and just encourage them a little bit to take it.
तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं ये वास्तव में तो एक बहाना होता है पुस्तक ना लेने का। तो कई बार लोग कहते हैं कि मेरे पास समय नहीं है, तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं, मैं उन्हें कहता हूं कि अभी आपकी उम्र क्या है? कहते हैं मेरी उम्र जैसे 20 साल है। तो प्रभु जी उनको कहते हैं, अच्छा फिर तो आपके पास अभी 50-60 साल और है, तो आप आराम से इतने समय में इस पुस्तक को पढ़ सकते हैं। तो इस तरीके से हल्का माहौल बना के हम उनको पुस्तक पढ़ने के लिए प्रेरित कर सकते हैं।
And another thing I say sometimes to them, I'll say, this is a spiritual book. Even if you don't read it, just having it, you're going to get benefit.
और कई बार तो भी यदि वे नहीं मानते तो उन्हें कह सकते हैं कि नहीं, अगर आप नहीं भी पढ़ पाते हैं तो इस पुस्तक को अपने पास रखने मात्र से आपको लाभ होगा, तो आपको इसे जरूर लेना चाहिए।
Or, I mean, it's all sorts of different responses you can make. Another thing I do is I don't, you know, when I'm at a college, I have a variety of books out there on the table. I work from the table, and I'll have like at least 6 different titles, 8, 10 titles, and I'll always take higher taste cookbooks with me. So if they say, I don't have time to read the Bhagavad Gita, I say, well, do you have time to eat? And of course they say, well, yeah. I say, well, here, this is an introduction. I hand them a higher taste and I say, this is an introduction to a plant-based diet. Keep that one.
प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि प्रभु जी एक और उपाय करते हैं, जो अलग अलग टेबल्स हैं जहां पर लोग आकर के बैठते हैं। तो जब वे कहते हैं कि मेरे पास में समय नहीं है पूरी पुस्तक पढ़ने का, भगवत गीता पढ़ने का, तो कुछ छोटी पुस्तक है वे उनको देते हैं। कहते हैं कि अगर आपके पास में भोजन करने का समय तो है, तो आप इसे पढ़िए, ये और अधिक हायर टेस्ट आपको देगा। तो इस प्रकार
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was done, Prabhu, please.
If they give you a donation for the higher taste, then you just come back and you go, you know what, here, take this book, take the Bhagavad Gita as well, give it to a friend. Once they give a donation, they'll take it.
जब आप उन्हें इस प्रकार पुस्तक देते हैं छोटी, और फिर जब वो आपको दान देते हैं, उसके लिए कोई डोनेशन देते हैं, तो वो डोनेशन लेके हमें रखना नहीं चाहिए। हम उन्हें फिर भगवत गीता दे सकते हैं पुनः एक उपहार के स्वरूप, कि आप इस भगवत गीता को रखिए, इसे आप अपने किसी मित्र को भेंट कर सकते हैं। प्रभु, we have one more hand raised from Maharashtra Padiyatra, Suryavanshi Das Prabhu. He's
Sure.
from Maharashtra Padiyatra. प्रभु जी, मैं आपको अनम्यूट कर रहा हूँ।
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Yes, I want to ask, in India, when we are traveling to Padyatra, we go village to village and some college everywhere. They ask for price and something like that. They ask for concession like this. So where you are preaching, that do they ask for price, or you just ask for simply ask for donation, or what is the criteria?
No, we just ask for donation.
प्रभु जी का
I
प्रश्न है
don't mention, it's actually a little bit tricky the way we do it. I ask people to give a donation, and then they, if they agree, I'll ask them, because we do a lot of credit cards. You know, in America, the students are used to paying by using their credit card. So when I ask for the donation, if they agree to give a donation, then I say, okay, is your card, I assume, is your card credit or debit? And then they'll tell me, oh, my card is credit. I say, okay, good, we could do that. And then the students are very simple and innocent. This is my phone here. We have an app here in America. It's called Square, which it enables you to take credit cards. So once they agree, they hand me the card. They just hand you the card. And then even before they hand the card, I type in an amount. And I'll just, before I swipe it, look, I have it here, hold on a second.
तो प्रभु जी आते हैं, मैं प्रभु जी ने जो कहा उसका अनुवाद करता हूँ। तो प्रभु जी का ये प्रश्न था सूर्यवंशी प्रभु का, कि जब वे पुस्तक वितरण के लिए पदयात्रा में जाते हैं तो उन्हें कई बार ऐसा प्रश्न पूछे जाते हैं कि मूल्य क्या है, थोड़ी हमें छूट दीजिए, पुस्तक महंगी है। तो प्रभु जी का प्रश्न है कि प्रभु क्या आपको भी ऐसे प्रश्न आते हैं, किस प्रकार से आप उनसे दान लेने की बात करते हैं या क्या कहते हैं? तो प्रभु जी बता रहे थे कि
Yeah, so by the time it comes around to the donation, usually they have about 3 or 4 books in their hand, because I don't just give them one book. I've given them 3 or 4 books, and if they agree to give a donation, they hand me their card, and I show them the phone, and I say, is that okay? And if they go, yeah, then I just take the card and I swipe it, and that's it. Now, but if they say they don't have a card, then we have other ways. We have something called Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. There's all these different electronic ways that you can take a donation. Or if they say they just have cash, fine, we can take a cash donation. But the way I do it is I don't mention a price until exactly the right moment. In other words, I get them to agree to give the donation, and if they ask how much, I just say, just from your heart. And then when they actually take out their method of payment, when they take out their card, or when they open their wallet, then I tell them, I say, well, generally students or generally people give $20 for this bunch of books. If you could do that or a bit more, that would be great. The timing is important. If you say that too early, you scare them away. But you just wait for the right moment when they're actually just getting, opening their wallet and just getting ready to choose. Then you make a suggestion. You give them a suggestion. You suggest an amount, and see. A lot of times they'll just say, "Okay, sure." Boom, they'll give you that. And if they say, "Oh no, I can't give that much," then you just say, "Well, just give what you can." And sometimes we get less than what the books cost, but by the end of the day, it always averages it out. We always wind up getting as much, we always wind up covering the cost of printing for the books plus extra.
Okay.
By that method.
Thank you, Prabhu.
तो प्रभु जी ने उत्तर दिया कि प्रभु जी जब पुस्तक वितरण के लिए जाते हैं तो वे सीधा पुस्तक का मूल्य नहीं बताते, वो उन्हें दान के लिए प्रेरित करते हैं कि आप हमें कुछ डोनेशन दे सकते हैं क्या। जब लोग इसके लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं तो प्रभु जी के पास में एक ऐप है जिसके माध्यम से वो सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं कि क्या इतना मूल्य ठीक है। तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि हमें एकदम से ये नहीं कहना है कि आप इतना दे दीजिए, हमें राइट टाइम का वेट करना होता है। अगर हम प्रारंभ में ही बोल देंगे कि 200 रुपए 400 रुपए दीजिए तो हो सकता है वो भाग जाएंगे, परंतु जब उचित समय आए, जब वो अपना पर्स खोल के और डोनेशन के लिए तैयार है, तब हम उन्हें सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं कि आप इतना धनराशि जनरली लोग देते हैं इतनी पुस्तकों के लिए, वो उतना दे सकते हैं तो अच्छा है। कई बार वे कहते हैं नहीं मैं इतना नहीं दे सकता, तो उन्हें कह सकते हैं ठीक है, फिर आपको जितना उचित लगे आप उतना दे सकते हैं। तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि एक आध बार हमें एक आध पुस्तक का जो मूल्य है उससे कम डोनेशन मिले उस पुस्तक के लिए, परंतु दिन की समाप्ति पर ऐसा होता है कि हम जितना हमारा लक्ष्मी आना चाहिए वो आ जाती है।
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
One last suggestion is before you do this, you have to check with your local authorities to make sure they're okay with it. But we have a lot of our congregational members, they make donations to support the book distribution. I'm distributing books that are subsidized. Like before I even go out, I already have half the cost of the books paid for because some congregational member has given like a donation to sponsor so many boxes of books. That helps a lot. It takes a lot of pressure off you. You know, when you're able to know that you don't have to worry about the money, it enables you to kind of be more relaxed and friendly with the people because it's not that issue of trying to get a certain amount of money from them. So that's helpful. If your local authorities are agreeable to that, then see if you can get the members of the congregation to support you, to sponsor a box of books or whatever. And sometimes they can be very generous, and you can get a lot of donations from the members of the congregation. They're not willing, they're not prepared to go out themselves, but they realize book distribution is super important and they're happy to support it.
तो प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं कि एक बार आपको अपना जो लोकल अथॉरिटी है उनसे भी इस विषय में कंसल्ट करना चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ अमेरिका में बहुत से जो कांग्रीगेशन डिवोटीज हैं वो डोनेशन देते हैं पुस्तक वितरण के लिए। तो इससे जो लागत मूल्य है उससे कम पर भी यदि हम पुस्तक वितरण करते हैं तो चल जाता है, परंतु हर स्थान पर ये नहीं होता। तो एक बार हमें हो सकता है कि जो हमारे लोकल अथॉरिटी है उनसे इसके बारे में देखें और फिर हम पुस्तक वितरण कर सकते हैं। I think these many questions we had, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is it okay?
His Grace Vedant Chaitanya, Prabhu.
Sure, Prabhu. This is a really wonderful session that you have given. Great inspiration, great techniques that you have shared with us during the session, and definitely it was really inspiring to read out Bhaktivedanta Maharaj's statement to Srila Prabhupada, saying that this is something the best that we can do for others and best thing for our own selves as well. So please bless us and pray for us so that we'll be able to continue this service onto Srila Prabhupada all throughout our lives. Please bless us, taking inspiration for such exalted souls like yours, good self. Thank you so much for coming here, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And if I could be of any further service, let me know.
Sure, Prabhuji. Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
हम वैष्णव प्रणाम करेंगे।
जय
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे।